been creating these videos to seriously urge listeners to read and evaluate word for word these precious texts. If you don't know a word or a name that's listed in it, please Google it and search it. Also, I'm trying to make an effort to share these videos with individuals that struggle with hearing impairments. Very, very few audiobooks or read-along versions, and especially not the hidden or the forbidden texts.
A student once asked the Lord for something from the world, and he said, "Ask your mother. She will give you something from another realm." The messenger said to the students, "Let our offerings all be for obtaining salt." Salt is what they called Sophia. Without salt, no offering is acceptable. But Sophia is barren. She has no child, so she is called a trace of salt. Yet wherever others are will be the Holy Spirit. Her children are many. What a father has belongs to his child, but not while the child is still little. When the child is grown, however, then the father turns over all he possesses. Those who have gone astray are those born of the Spirit, and they are usually lost because of the Spirit. So from one single breath of Spirit, the fire blazes and is blackened. Ekamoth is one thing, and Ekmoth another. Ekamoth is simply wisdom, but Ekmoth is the wisdom of death. Who is the one who knows death? Who is called little wisdom? Domestic animals may be the bull and the donkey and other species. Others are wild and live in the deserts. A man plows the field with a domestic animal, and from the fruit of his labor he feeds himself and the animals, tame or wild. Compare the perfect human. Through submissive powers, he plows and prepares for everything to come into being. So his world holds together good or evil, the right and the left. The Holy Spirit shepherds everyone and rules all the powers, those tame and wild and running loose. He gathers them and shuts them in, so, like it or not, they cannot escape. The one who has been created is beautiful, and you would expect his sons to be noble creations. If one was not created but endangered, you would find his seed was noble, but now he was created and he was endangered. Is this nobility? Adultery came into being, then murder. One was engendered in adultery, since he is the child of the serpent. So like his father, he too became a murderer and killed his brother. Every sexual act between unlike persons is adultery. God is a dyer. The good dyes, true dyes, dissolve into things dyed in them. So too for things God has dyed. His dyes are imperishable because of their colors. What God dips, he dips in water. It is impossible to see anything in the real realm unless you become it. Not so in the world. You see the sun without being the sun, see sky and earth, but are not them. This is the truth of the world. In the other truth, you are what you see. If you see spirit, you are spirit. If you look at the anointed, you are the anointed. If you see the Father, you will be the Father. In this world, you see everything but yourself. But there, you look at yourself and are what you see. Faith receives, love gives. No one receives without faith. No one gives without love. To receive, believe. To love, give. If you give without love, no one derives a thing from what is given. Whoever has not accepted the Lord is still a Jew. The messengers who were before us had these names for him: Jesus the Nazarene, Messiah, that is, Jesus the Nazarene, the Christ. The last name is Christ, the first is Jesus, the middle name is the Nazarene. Messiah has two meanings, both Christ and measured. Jesus in Hebrew is redemption. Nazareth is truth. Christ has been measured. The Nazarene and Jesus are they who have been measured. If a pearl is thrown into the mud, it loses no value. If it is rubbed with balsam oil, it gains no value. It is always precious in its owner's eyes. Wherever they are, the children of God are precious in the eyes of the Father.